What do you reckon? Do you reckon you could live somewhere like this, somewhere this isolated? Yeah, this place is where it's like you are here because you want to be here, and you take a certain amount of turning off the rest of the world.
Sometimes I like it,
Yeah.
you know, but I like people.
Yeah.
So this time of year it's nice if you like isolation and stuff like that.
Welcome to Quay, and to one of Britain's most isolated towns. Now, it's not the Quay that you're probably thinking of, and nor was it the one I was thinking of. I only knew of Quay down in Cornwall, but no, this is Quay, 2 words, in Wales. And it's the most isolated, or called the most isolated, because it's the furthest amount of distance on average from all key amenities. So from your hospital, from schools, from train stations, from big supermarkets. So what will I find as I explore Quay today? I can only imagine that a place that is untouched by the way we've developed the rest of the country, the way that, well, we're developing the rest of the world. Surely you've got everything that you actually need here. And maybe that attracts a certain type of person to live in Quay, in one of these isolated towns. So let's do it, let's go explore. And I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that beach. So this place was founded as a small fishing village, and I mean, it still just feels like a small fishing village. That really does feel like what it is still used for. All these, well, there's one boat down there at the moment, but you can see all these lines that maybe the boats are out at the moment, fishing still. Hopefully we'll be able to find out some more information about that. But yeah, it was famous for a particular type of fish, and that was herring. So I wonder if they're still going out on these boats trying to catch herring. Oh, I absolutely love it. One of my previous videos was about the fishing industry. And so it's so nice to come to places where it looks like maybe it's still happening. With all these old things, catchers. I don't know what they're called. I called them catchers in the last video. Someone please correct me.
Yeah, they do it. I mean, it goes out to all the Shetland Islands.
One thing as well you notice is the colour of the houses are all so absolutely beautiful. Each one is like individually painted, sort of clash so beautifully with the ones next to it. Look at it, look at these boats here. We've got the Pioneer of Quay. Wow, all this cool stuff. Hey up mate, is the fishing, do you live in Quay?
Yeah.
Is the fishing trade still quite big here?
Well, it's a relative question, isn't it? But there are still a few fishing boats going out.
Really?
Yeah.
And what do they catch? Because it used to be herring round here, wasn't it? That was the...
Yeah, so that's not a target species for the commercial fishermen, really.
Right, okay, yeah.
It's lobsters, prawns mainly.
Oh right, so shellfish kind of things. Yeah, yeah, interesting.
Most of the fishermen, and I'm one of them I suppose, just thinking about it now, whether or not I'm going to go out for it.
Oh really?
The prawns get bought by a wholesale distributor and they get taken to Spain
No way.
alive. Yeah.
They get taken to Spain alive?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're quite hardy. The wind has been really bad, so there's not been much opportunity to get out there.
Right, yeah.
Like you get like one opportunity a week. Tomorrow is the opportunity. Well, we might have Friday as well.
Yeah. That's so cool. Can I get some pictures of your boat? Is this what's happening here? What is it? Just because this is rainwater? Yeah.
This is just rainwater.
This is just a quick message from the sponsor of this video, Testerup. Now, Testerup is an app that lets you earn money whilst playing on your phone. It's so simple and it's so great. You might have a bit of extra time on a commute. You might just like playing games on your phone. You might as well download Testerup and earn money whilst you're doing it. So how it works is you download the app, you sign up. It's completely free to sign up, super simple, really, really quick. It'll then just give you a whole range of different games, apps, things to try out, and in return for you playing the games, leaving a bit of feedback, you will be rewarded with money, which you can just then cash out. It's brilliant. So like I said, it's completely free to sign up to. It's super easy to get on. There's constantly new stuff on there all the time, so you're never going to get bored. And if you are someone who just likes playing on the phone, if you are someone who likes playing games on your phone, then you might as well just earn some money whilst you're doing it. So download Testerup. Now, I'm going to link everything in the description below, so do go check it out. And yeah, make some money while you're playing on your phone. Nice one. So it's pretty fascinating looking at a map of the United Kingdom's motorways. And yes, that's probably the most Alan Partridge thing I've ever said. However, look at all these lines, these grey veins that stretch up and down our island. And what you notice looking at Wales, and especially driving through it, is there are barely any motorways there. And I found that driving from Manchester to Wales. I've never done this drive before. It was pretty much entirely done on country roads. No main motorways connect the very mid-section of this country, and that must add to the isolation that these towns on the west coast must feel, for good or bad. Hey, we all right? How you doing?
Yeah, it is remote. The nearest hospital is Aberystwyth from like 22 miles. You can see it from here.
All right. Oh yeah.
In a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to have, I hope, a cataract removed.
All right. Yeah.
I have to wear these dark glasses.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what these are for. They got to pick me up in Aberystwyth from Rice Hospital, and then they take me and somebody else as well, probably, drive us all the way to Swansea.
Wow.
I'll have an operation there, and then they'll bring me back to Aberystwyth, and then I'll have to make my own way home from Aberystwyth to here.
Okay. It is remote, isn't it? It's like...
Yeah, it's
Do you like it though? Do you like that remoteness?
Sometimes I like it.
Yeah.
You know, but I like people.
Yeah.
So this time of year it's nice if you like isolation and stuff like that, and the weather's nice, like a day like today.
Today's nice, yeah.
It's nice, you've got you and whoever else you're with. There's a couple of places that open. Near a supermarket, let's have Aberystwyth again.
Again, wow.
And there you've got the Tesco's there, Morrison's, football near. I like art, the mountains.
Yeah.
Nearness of the mountains.
Yeah.
Also, there was the flat was on your side and it was on mine. You could actually buy a house.
Right, yeah.
Really cheaply.
Oh no way.
When I came here, I bought a house. I paid £2,000 for it. Derelict, 1975, I think.
Wow. Oh my God, £2,000.
£2,000, yeah. Less than that, £1,500.
Oh my God.
And that got me on the property. Like I did the place up.
Yeah. That's good. Hey, good man anyway, thank you so much. Cheers. Yeah. I was thinking to myself, it is out of season and it looks completely dead at the moment just because, it is out of season. But I was like, it's going to be hard to get chatting to people. Maybe I'm not going to meet anyone. First 10 minutes of filming, stopped and had 2 lovely chats. Really interesting to hear as well. The fisherman saying that, boats still do go out, but it's only shellfish. There's no fish caught. Much the same story as when I was in Grimsby the other day. And that guy saying he bought a house here back in the 70s for £1,500. Just crazy. But yeah, look up there. You can see all the different coloured houses up there. It's absolutely stunning. It really is. Let's keep walking around anyway. I've got no idea what we're going to come across. It might be quite a short video today. Quick exploration, but yeah, I do love it. And look again here. See, you've just got the yellow shop sitting nicely next to the pink. And then it goes straight on to blue again. Just these wonderful colours. So nice. Box of Delights. Bet that's a good shop. So let's have a look on the map and let's search for some of these key amenities that on average are the furthest away from this town, Quay, giving it that title, the most isolated. So let's look for train station. Train stations are obviously very useful to have around. And there is literally nothing nearby at all. In fact, a lot of this section of Mid Wales just has no train stations. So unless you drive, you are getting everywhere via bus. And it's also super hilly around here. Obviously, that's another reason for probably the lack of trains. Let's have a look at supermarkets. Okay, so nearby you've got some small Morrison Daily, you've got a cost cutter, but again, I think the nearest big superstore is down here in Cardigan. There's a Tesco, or up here in Aberystwyth where there's a Morrison's. Like that fella said, you're going to have to get in the bus there if you want those. How about banks? So is that a bank? Nope, that's an ATM. So you've got an ATM nearby, that's good. But yeah, again, down here in Cardigan, or up there in Aberystwyth. But let's face it, to be honest, the whole of the United Kingdom is losing banks rapidly. So that's not surprising that there's no banks. This place as well was where the famous poet Dylan Thomas came. I think he lived here for a while, and it was here where he wrote the first draft of his most famous work, Under Milkwood. So real inspiration, and I mean, you can see why this place would inspire you, wouldn't it? There is just something so charming about it. So beautiful, so peaceful, so isolating. Again, like that fella said, but maybe that isolation is what a lot of people actually want. And kind of being far away from stuff doesn't scare people. Look at this here, National Whale and Dolphin Watch. Again up there, a couple of beautiful houses, look at them. The yellow, the kind of purpley, what colour do you call that in the middle? And then red, we'll go red. And then blue on the end. Oh yeah, you're right. These are so beautiful, I just love it. I love the care that people take over the houses. It really does feel like you're walking through a postcard, this place. It's absolutely unbelievable. It'd be so interesting to see it on a rammed day in summer, a day when it's super busy, but it's interesting because obviously a lot of the seaside towns I've visited, you've probably watched me go into them on my channel. You get that busy days in summer, but then the winter they have that sort of serious deprivation setting in where you kind of notice just how much stuff is shut down. And this has got to be, well, so far anyway, like nothing is boarded up, nothing is fully closed down. It's just not the time of year to open, but yeah, that is a rare thing these days to have in a town. And maybe isolation does that in a place. Maybe the isolation means those businesses that you have, they are essential, they are useful. We're actually going to use them, we're going to go to them, we're going to keep them open. Instead of filling your town with tat that ultimately is just going to shut down because people don't need it. And again here, just look at this. I hope my camera's good enough to really bring out how just how lovely all these colours on the houses are. So great. It really is. That blue is just unbelievable. It's so nice. So you've got your pharmacy here. That's probably your most local point to get something that's going to cure your ailments or anything that's not too serious. You probably just head there instead of trekking all the way to Aberystwyth or, like the guy said, Swansea. That's crazy. It might be really remote, but you still got your Chinese takeaway. That's good. I'd be slamming that about twice a week. No, I wouldn't. I'm healthier than that, once a week I'd say. I wonder if there's a rule about having to have your house a different colour to your neighbours, or if it's just what they do. It's just to go, you know what, that's great, let's do it. That behind us there, that's an Amazon van delivering. So even in Britain's most isolated towns, Amazon can still get there. It will get you anywhere. It's spreading. What do you reckon? Do you reckon you could live somewhere like this, somewhere this isolated? I like it out in the countryside of Yorkshire where I live, but I mean, I've still got good connections. I can be in big cities pretty quickly. I can be in Manchester quickly if I want to be. I can be in Leeds quickly if I want to be. Yeah, this place is where it's like, you are here because you want to be here, and you take a certain amount of turning off the rest of the world, I think, which would be what it would take to fully immerse yourself here. But as I said, people want this. Do you want that? Is that what you want out of life, or do you like the busyness? means like more than anywhere really. Businesses like this, CEI carpets, will probably still be doing well. If you live here and you need a new carpet, don't bother trekking to a city. You can just go there and get one. They can probably do it the same day. Nice little shop, Sheffield house. One of these that I bet is absolutely rammed during the summer months with your little bodyboards. God, I loved a bodyboard growing up. Do you remember these? Absolutely razzing through the waves on one of them. Way better than surfing. This pub here, the Black Lion. I've got a feeling this pub here was the one that Dylan Thomas spent loads of time at, getting absolutely sloshed and writing poetry. I think this was one of his haunts. Wow. What secrets these walls hold. Oh God, it'd be good to go back to. When would it have been? Dylan Thomas. Oh, I can't remember the dates, but whenever he was alive, going there, have a pint with him, that'd be fun. Causing some trouble he did, Dylan Thomas, around here. Apparently he was a bit of a menace, just always rip-roaringly drunk, being generally what maybe a poet should be, who knows. Yeah, so lots of this here, dolphin spotting. God, that'd be cool to see some dolphins, wouldn't it? Now that is a good poster, do you know what I mean? Epic fishing trips, it says what it is, and you got happy people with fish. Solid. I mean, this definitely is going to have to be just a quick video today, as I'm pretty sure I've explored the whole town. I knew it was small, I didn't think it was this small, but yeah, we have seen the majority of it now, just coming back, done the loop. Who's this here? Who have we got? She's blowing someone a kiss. Some sort of mermaid or something? Loaded with coal, the ships built in this bay once tacked their way under canvas across oceans and back. Whew, I like that. Yeah, some sort of sea creature with long hair. Here we go, here's the bit, there he is. Dylan Thomas. Look at that. When did he come? Oh, he settled in Quay in 1944, wow. So lived here in the end of the 40s, yeah. The Black Lion, it was that pub. The Black Lion, yeah. Cool. God, look what it looks like on a summer's day. Damn. It's the first house there that I've seen that's for sale. Maybe people don't sell houses around here. Maybe people get them and go, this is where I want to be, this is it. So I know that fella earlier that I bumped into said that he bought a house here in Quay for less than £2,000, but that was the 70s, and obviously things have changed, and I love looking at property. So let's have a look. Let's look at the lowest priced properties here in Quay. What have we got? All right, okay, so you've got like a load of static homes, they're the cheapest. Let's find some of these coloured houses though. The nicely painted houses. One here, okay, £225,000. How many bedrooms has it got? It's got 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, semi-detached. It's a nice house, but yeah, you can see these are not the cheap houses that they once were. Let's find some more of these coloured ones, maybe the ones I've walked past. Pretty sure I've walked past this street. £350,000 for these. So that's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Yeah, I mean, it's a decent sized terrace, but you are clearly looking at the more expensive side of things here in Quay. And I wonder if a lot of these are just now holiday homes as well. We'll have a look at them in a second. So let's just see if we can find another one. Oh, that yellow one there. So yeah, I think this is the house that I'm literally stood outside while I'm making the video. But yeah, this one's £500,000, 525. 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and I mean, it's got an amazing view, but it is just a nice sized terrace house, really. So yeah, this place has clearly become the place to buy property, maybe to invest in property and all that, but yeah, no longer a cheap place to live. Let's have a look at Airbnb. Let's see how many of these houses are now on Airbnb, because I bet a lot of these, because it's so aesthetic, because they're so beautiful to look at, they just become this dream little place you can get away to for a week, for a weekend. Seems there's a few here. Yep, there we go. There's one of the blue ones. An apartment in Cardigan. How much? 80 quid a night. Yeah, there's another one there, £172 a night. Right, yeah, so maybe this place is struggling with the Airbnb problem that a load of towns are having all across the country, well, all across the United Kingdom. But as I said, this place is so beautiful, it is so picturesque. Of course people are going to want to come visit it, and maybe that's what a lot of it is now. A lot of it is this isolation, but just for a weekend. Isolation, but just for a week, and then back to busy lives. I like to think that if time had dealt me another decade, if I'd been born to a different generation, pre-internet, instead of falling into the world of YouTube, I'd have fallen into the world of poetry. I'd have been a poet. I'd have roamed these streets drunken with Dylan Thomas and then being inspired to write some beautiful words. And maybe that's what we should do. Go down onto the beach and finish with a Dylan Thomas poem. That'll be fun. Right, so here we are with the waves lapping at my soggy shoes, the beautiful houses scattering the hillside, and me pretending that if I was born 100 years earlier, I would have been a poet. So let's finish with a bit of Dylan Thomas's words from Under Milkwood, what he wrote when he was living here in Quay. And every evening at sundown, I ask a blessing on the town. For whether we last the night or no, I'm sure is always touch or go. We are not wholly bad or good, who live our lives under Milkwood. And though I know we'll be the first to see our best side and not the worst. Oh, let us see another day, bless us all this night, I pray. And to the sun we all will bow and say goodbye, but just for now.